Hello friends, I am Mohammad Shahid from Mechanical Department. I am pursuing my Bachelor of Engineering from Jayawantara Sawan College of Engineering, Hadapsar. Today in this tutorial, we will learn simulation of material handling system. Before that, we will understand what is simulation. Simulation is the imitation of the operation of a real world process or a system over a time. It is used to predict the future behavior of a system. Means without performing any real life experiment, we can easily find out an output of any system or any operation, so it will save our time and cost. So now for simulation of material handling system, here we use Flexim 202 software. Flexim software is used in a number of fields: manufacturing and material handling. In manufacturing, production line, production, assembly lines, shop, etc. In material handling, it used in conveyor systems. Now, next we will understand what is material handling system. Material handling is the movement, protection, storage and control of materials and products throughout manufacturing, warehousing, distribution, consumption and disposal, and inventory management and control. This is material handling system. Material handling means providing the right amount of right material in the right condition, at right place, in the right position, in the right sequence, in the right time, in the right price, by the right method. Material handling system must provide perform safely, efficiently, at low cost, and in a timely manner. So this is all about material handling system. So, or sorry, and without damage to the material means material handling system perform without any damage to the material. So here are the examples of material handling system. And this is also an example of material handling system. This is a conveyor system. So now for the simulation of material handling system, we want one problem statement. So for that, here is our problem statement. Yes. Do the analysis of a given plant layout for material handling. Plant manufactures a type of products. Plant uses an automated guided vehicle AGV for handling the products. Use the following resources: task executor and parameters. Do the simulation of a given plant layout in a Flexim 202 software. This is our software in which we will simulate material handling system and run a model for a 3 days. Company work in double shift. Shift duration is 8 hours. So it's says that we have to run a model for 3 days and company work in double shift, and shift duration is 8 hours, means one shift duration is 8 hours. So here's a given table: task executor resources, in this product queues, automated guided vehicle and sync, and parameters. So now here we will start our simulation. So as I said, we use for the simulation of material handling system Flexim software, Flexim 202. Here you can see Flexim 202. So for the simulation, Here we will start with new model. So just click on new model. So here you can see in the model units. Here you can see the different unit models. So here we will see our time units in seconds. So we'll change the time units in minutes. Then OK. So this is our layout. First we will make a basic structure of our plant layout or our material handling system. So for that, here you can see the library and toolbox. In library, here are so many resources, and so we have to just scroll down, and here you can see the AGV. Just click on AGV, then select straight path. For automated guided vehicle, we have to make up one path. So for that, here we select straight path, then so now here you can see but all these lines, and just remember and keep in mind, here you can see the arrows. For that, you have to maintain a direction of AGV. You have to maintain the direction of AGV. Now here we will connect all these lines with the help of join path. So in AGV, click on join path and select a line. So here you can see I select this vertical line and connect with this horizontal line. So here you can see the arrow, then right click. Here you can see the arrow. According to that, you have to set arrow in the direction. So now just click on this horizontal line and vertical. So here you can again see the arrow. Here you should maintain the direction. So now here you can see I connect all these objects. Now next we will put our resources. So in fixed resources we will put one source, queue, and sink. Now we will connect all this object with the help of connect object. We will connect all these objects with the help of connect object tool. So now select source and join with queue and right click, then click on queue, then click on sync. So now here you can see I connect all this object. Now next, so now we have to connect these lines, or this is our network path. This is all our network path. So we have also connect this network path to the queue and this network path to this line to the sink. So for connecting this, we will go again AGV. So scroll down AGV. In AGV, here you can see the control point. So just click on control points and paste two control points. One is here, one is here. You have to put two control points. So now here you can see I put two control points. Then connect this control point with Q1 and sync. So for that here you will use connect object tool A. So now carefully just select control point and sorry, control point Q, right click, and again click control point to sync. So now here you can see I connect this control point to the Q1 and Q sorry sync. Then next we will put one task executor. So here you can see in library task executors, select one task executor and paste here. Now we have to connect this task executor to the control point. For that here we will again use connect object tool A, then select task executor and sorry control point, then click on traveler AGV, click on travel AGV, then click on reset model. After that click on reset model. So here you can see our task executor connect with network path. This is our network path. So now next we have to connect this task executor to Q1, because at from Q1 it collect the objects and dispatch to the sink. So for that you have to again go to the connect object tools. In that select connect center port S, then click on center port S. So now just click on task executor and Q1, then right click. So here now next we will change some properties. So for that just double click on Q and assign performance batching. So here you can see the target batch size. So just change the target batch size S3, then click on flow tab, then click on flow tab, click on use transport, just assign use transport, then apply and OK. Sorry, and just double click on Q. Here we have also assigned flush contents between batches. Just click on flush content between batches or then apply and OK. Then now next double click on source. So here you can see the source property, and in source property we have to change inter arrival time, because in our problem statement inter arrival time is 3. So here you can see product means at source. So at source is inter arrival time is 3 minutes. So just we have to change inter arrival time is 3 as 3. So now just select and write 3. We have to change inter arrival time as 3. Then click on apply and OK. Now we have to just double click on task executor. Now double click on task executor. In task executor, here you can see the capacity and maximum speed. So capacity is 3 and maximum speed is 60. So here you can see in our task executor property we change the capacity as 3 and the speed as 60, and click on apply and OK. Click on apply and OK. Next, just double click on network path, go to the network property. Here you can see the network property and just assign attached loads to the trailer, because we have to attach the loads to the trailer. So for that just assign attached loads as a trailer and click apply and OK. So now our basic structure of our layout or a plant is completed. So now we have to run a model. So in our problem statement, it given that we have to run a model for 3 days. So now in problem statement, here you can see run model for 3 days. Company work in double shift. Shift duration is of 8 hours. So we have to run a model for 3 days. So for that we have to set a time, set a run time. So for as per given your problem, to run a model for 3 days, company working double shift. Each shift duration is 8 hours. So it will be 8 hours into 2 shifts into 3 days. That is 48 hours. So we know we change our time units in minutes. So we have to take a time units in minutes. So we convert 48 hours into minutes. That is 2880 minutes. So we have to run a model for 2880 minutes. So now for run a model for 2880 minutes, just click here, assign stop time, just write 2880, sorry, 2880, and so here you can see the run time, and as per your convenience you can change the run speed. So now just click on run. So here we have our system or model. So here we can change our speed. So now here you can see from source products are collected. Here are our products. The task executor come to collect this product. Here you can see now task executor. It will collect. Now it will go to the sync and dispatch or unload. Again, repeat the same procedure up to 288 minutes. Here you can see I achieved the speed. It will run up to 288 minutes. So now here you can see it is stopped at 288 minutes. So by clicking on source and sync, you will see the total product as entry or total product uh, arrived and total product dispatch or output or total product identity. So here you can see total product at entry or arrived is 957 and total product dispatch or is sorry is 954. Why? Because in our queue our task executor transfer only 954. Our 30 products are in progress. Now here you will see the results. For the results, you will just click on dashboard. Just click on add dashboard. So now in our problem statement, what we have to find is we have to find total part arrived and dispatched, average time required for a part to dispatch, and average work in progress. So now for that just click on WIP, means work in progress. Just select work in progress and paste here. Then next we have to add. Then click on select objects. Then click on source, queues, sync and task executor. Then click on select. Then click on apply and OK. Yes. Then what you have to find next? Average time, average work in progress. Just again same procedure. Select queue, so select source, queue, sync, task executor. Click on select one, apply and OK. Now you want WIP in average. For that, just reset a model. Then next click on run model. So here you WIP and average WIP for source, queue, sync and task executor. So now here you can see it's completed. It's completed. You can see WIP and average WIP. And From here you can also see total part arrived and total part dispatched. So now here you can see the results, that is total product at entry is 959, total product at sync 957, average time required for the part to dispatch. So our time is 48 hours or in 2880 minutes to dispatch all the products, and average work in progress and work in progress for all the objects. So now this is our conclusion, that is in a given period of time means 2880 minutes the output is 957, means the capacity of material handling system in 3 days is 957. So that's it. Thank you.